You get it, just overthought it all the time. We're all playing mental games, people. Hey, I'm Cece, and today I'm going to talk about my reading journal and how I got started with journaling about my books. So I've always kind of wanted to have a journal for my books, but I'm kind of a perfectionist, and sometimes I like to watch those reading journal videos where like they have like stamps and like those like rubbing ink pad things that they use and all the stickers and all that stuff, but I don't want to do that because then it turns into like this whole project, and then I'm not really going to be journaling. It's going to be something else, and then it just stresses me out because it's a lot. So I wanted something super simple, and this kind of came by accident, and I just kind of developed my own way of doing it, and I really like it. So I wanted to share it to see if, there might be people out there like me that want to do it, but it seems a little overwhelming, or just like doing it on like a regular journal seems kind of plain. And you want to keep track of like what you're reading and maybe write a little bit about them so you remember about the books. So I started this, let me look here. This is my first journal that I did. This I started last year. And it's funny because I started this, my first entry is from May of last year, and it was actually about the Outlander TV show. I wrote one entry, and then I didn't touch it until November when I started reading. And that was after I read ACOTAR, and I wrote all about ACOTAR. And then after, like, starting in November, and then after, I just kept reading. I don't know if you saw my other video about my reading journey, but I started reading in November, like, consistently. And ever since then, I've been keeping this journal. It's this one's full. I had to upgrade and get another one, but I'll tell you a little bit about my system. And I really like it. It's really worked for me so far. So I'll show you one once it I'll show you this first. So this is what it looked like at first. December was the first month that I started kind of trying to find a little system that worked for me. So if you look here, I put planned for December 2024 and actually read in December 2024. So what that means for me is this side over here, it's kind of like a TBR of things that I would like to read. And then I note what I actually read, the dates that I read them in, and the stars that I gave them. And the word planned kind of, we're all playing mental games, people. And then, okay, in January, so I changed the word planned to interested in. And to me, that felt a lot better because if I had it written as planned, then it felt like I failed my plan if I didn't read them. And you can see right here in January, there was a lot of books on this list that I did not read. So let's go to like a more established month. We can do this one. This is April of this year. So interested in for April, and then I have the books that I was interested in reading and the ones that I actually read. And so the way that my system works is once I note, like this one, I read Of Deathless Shadows by K.M. Moranova. Wait, K.M. Moranova? Yes. Yes. Anyway, so I like to note how I read them. So like I have a Kobo, so if I read it on my Kobo, if I listened to it on audio, on Libby, or physical book, things like that. So then I put the dates, I put the title of the book, the dates that I read them, and the stars that I would give them. And with that same color, I mark off on the interested list if they're there. And then I also like to write my DNFs if I had any. I usually don't DNF books. I try really hard to push through. But if it really is just not working for me, then I just drop it. So that's pretty much my method. And obviously I have little tabs for each month. So once the month is coming to a wrap up, then I start the next month. And I write what I'm interested in for that month, and you get it. And then in between all the months, this is the journaling part. So okay, we have March here. So every time I finish my book and I do what I mentioned, I write about it. I just put the date, and I write about what I thought about the book, or how it made me feel, or really any little notes that I like to put down to remember. And I really like that because, we read so many books, and if they're not super, super memorable, you kind of forget what you read. So when you read your little journal entries, it's really nice to have a little refresh. Sometimes I put little quotes if I really liked some certain parts of the books. Things like that. So I also, if you can see here, when there's a mistake, I just scribble it. I intentionally am making this not perfect so that I don't feel the need to be perfect and stress out about it looking nice all the time. So it's a very just, off the cuff type of thing. Here are a little bit more of quotes that I really liked. This is from Magnolia Parks. And I reflected on some of the things that were in the quotes, and yeah, I really like doing that. So anyway, I told you I started this journal consistently in November of 2024, and let's see, my last entry is a pretty long one. It is about the lives of Lena and the sins of Silas, which I really loved, if you saw my other video. My last entry was June 2nd, so that's how long I lasted. So about 8 months. Is that right? I can't think right now. So yeah, I had to get a new journal. So I got this journal. This journal, by the way, I have had since I was like 15. And I'm pretty sure I got this at the dollar store. And that's the thing about journaling for me. Like in the past, like I would buy journals because I thought they were really cute, but then I would never use them because like, I don't know, I just overthought it all the time. So finally, after many, many years, I put this to use. And I moved on and got this journal. This one is from Peter Popper Press. This is a cottage garden journal, and I really, really liked it. I like the gold, what is this? Gold foil edging or whatever it's called. And it has a ribbon bookmark, which this one does too, which I really like that because that's where I keep my bookmark on the area where I'm actually journaling. And so far in this one, I have 2 months. So I'll show you. I have June and I have July. And so far this month, I've read 10 books. So, like the other one, have my journal entries in between, just like that. And yeah, I mean, it's a super simple way of journaling for me, keeping your thoughts together, keeping your books organized for each month. And I really like it. And it's pretty basic, like you can just order a journal online, or they have really cute ones at like TJ Maxx or Marshall's. And then all you really need after that, I mean, if you want, I have these markers that I've had probably since high school, and I'm finally like using them a lot, which is nice. And the little book tabs for the months. So I use that obviously to divide the month so that I can go right to the month that I need. And then my favorite pen, I don't know if you noticed, but the text or the script in my journals is very, very thin, and I really like really, really thin pens. This is my favorite pen. This is the Energel Liquid Gel Ink, and this is a 0.3 needle tip, so super, super thin. This one's brand new. It's got the little plastic nub thing on it, but it's literally like a needle point. It's so thin, and it's so smooth. It writes really nice. And I actually was able to find refills for this because I don't want to, like, that's such a waste. I don't want to buy a brand new pen every time I run out. And I think it comes with like 20, I can't see it from here, like 20 refills. So the inserts with the ink inside, I was able to find that. And so I have 3 pens that came in the pack, and then I have a bunch of refills. So I've already went through two of the individual little ink things, and I just refill it, and that's great. So there's a little tip if you like that. And do you keep a reading journal? Tell me about that in the comments. Do you like the style that I talked about? Maybe it's something that you would find useful in like your reading life. But yeah, tell me all about it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.